Recently, we've been given a few glimpses of what the future of Virgin Voyages holds, and over the past couple of weeks, there's been a lot of information about what to expect from Virgin Voyages in the next few years. I'm David from VV Insider, and in this Virgin Voyages Insider update, firstly, we're going to take a look at the changes to itineraries based on the disruption caused by the devastating hurricane that hit Jamaica. Then we have some sneak peeks at some behind-the-scenes action for the brand new Virgin Voyages show, Boot. We're going to get a glimpse of what to expect from the Black Friday deals that Virgin Voyages have on and how you can save money right now. We have an update of when to expect Resilient Lady's dry dock and what that might mean for the ship's future. Some breaking news about Virgin Voyages' international performance and how the line is growing around the world, which sets us up nicely to talk about our 5 predictions for Virgin Voyages before 2030. But in the near to midterm, we're also going to take a look at the new Alaska itineraries that have been announced for 2027 and also the shore things and shore excursions that you can expect in Alaska as well. So as ever, there's lots to cover, so let's jump right in. VV Insider is the #1 resource for the latest Virgin Voyages info, guides and news. From picking the perfect cabin to booking dining, or simply just making the most of your voyage and saving money while you do it, VVinsider.com has helped thousands of sailors around the world sail smarter. Support our work by hitting subscribe and stick around to hear how you can get exclusive perks by booking directly with us. So the first thing to cover this week is the impact that the devastating Hurricane Melissa has left in her wake. Of course, you will already have seen in the news that this hurricane has had a massive impact on Jamaica especially. And this of course includes ports that Virgin Voyages were due to visit. Virgin Voyages of course are prioritizing sailors' safety at the moment and have made changes and provisions to those itineraries to make sure that sailors have a safe and fun time. Our article covering the story has all of the information you'll need about the itinerary changes and also what that might mean for potential future changes to itineraries as well. One thing to highlight here is that Virgin Voyages are donating to post-storm relief initiatives to help get this incredible destination and the community back on their feet. So we wish them all the best. Moving on to entertainment news, we're booked the brand new show on Scarlet Lady. The full title is Booked, a Lola's Library Story. And if you've been following along to these updates, and if you haven't, then why not? Make sure that you subscribe to VV Insider to get all the latest Virgin Voyages information. But if you've been following along, you'll know that Booked is the Lola's Library prequel show, which shows you what Lola was up to before she was the librarian on board Resilient Lady. So the Virgin Voyages brand are very proud of this new Lola's Library story, with CEO Namal calling it his favorite show on board the ships. Virgin Voyages have released a behind-the-scenes video showing you the work and the effort that goes into bringing one of these shows to life. In the video, we hear from the show's creators, No Ceilings Productions, and the cast themselves, including the incredible Meg Lanzarone, who originated the character of Lola on Resilient Lady in Lola's Library. This video highlights the incredible costumes, the unbelievable choreography, and the great special effects that go into making Booked, a Lola's Library Story one of the best shows across the whole Virgin Voyages fleet.
The creation of the prequel to Lola's Library started with us getting together and figuring out, 1, what is important for a prequel, and then 2, who are the minds that created Lola 1, and let's bring these people back together to make a bigger, better, cooler version of this show. So we got back the original choreographer, we got back the original Lola to create the show with and on her, which is a really important part, I think, that the original Lola just felt right to create this prequel.
From what we've heard from sailors that have been along to this brand new show, it does sound absolutely incredible. We can't wait to see it ourselves at some point in the future. But until then, little teasers like this from the Virgin Voyages brand are all we have. Have you been along to see Booked yet? If you have, let us know what you thought in the comments. And if you're looking for an excuse to get along to see the incredible entertainment across the Virgin Voyages fleet, there's no better time to book because the Virgin Voyages Black Friday offers are going live. And Virgin Voyages are launching Black Friday with 80% off a second sailor, as well as up to $400 in bar tab as well. These offers are available on specific cabin types with some notable exceptions, If you're looking to navigate these deals yourself, go over to vvinsider.com and we can help make sure we combine the offers in the right way to make sure your next Virgin Voyage is as affordable as possible. By trusting us with your Virgin Voyages booking, you're not only helping support the work that we do here at VV Insider, but you'll also get some exclusive perks as well. There is no better way to book your Virgin Voyage than with vvinsider.com. So come along to vvinsider.com/book because we can't wait to help you plan out your perfect voyage together. Again, looking into the future, we have some information about when to expect Resilient Lady's dry dock in 2027. It was already known that Resilient Lady is heading into dry dock in 2027, but now from an analysis of the itinerary date, we found the exact slot where she's due for her big spruce up. Now, if you're not familiar with what a dry dock is, this is when they take the ship out of the ocean for a little bit to make sure that they do all of the maintenance and refitting that they need to do before the ships are ready to sail for another few years. So this includes things like technical inspections, upgrades, and also some renovations of some public spaces as well. Scarlet Lady was the first ship to go into dry dock back at the end of last year. Brilliant Lady also had a dry dock before she launched this year as well, and Valiant Lady is due to go into dry dock in May next year. And this gives us an indication of what to expect during these dry docks. So with Scarlet Lady's dry dock in 2024, she received some new Rockstar suites and also a brand new restaurant that replaced Razzle Dazzle, which was Lucky Lotus by Razzle Dazzle, as well as some other general refurbishments. And then we had Brilliant Lady's dry dock earlier this year, where there was actually more of a profound change. The roundabout got completely changed to a much more open and comfortable venue. We also saw the athletic club at the back of the ship be transformed to remove some of the larger seating, so it opens up the area so you can see out of the back of the ship a lot more clearly. And these two changes were received incredibly well by sailors universally. And of course, Razzle Dazzle was transformed again, this time to Rojo by Razzle Dazzle, which is a Spanish-themed restaurant. So it's pretty clear what we'll expect to see with the new renovation for both Valiant Lady and Resilient Lady. We'll be expecting to see Razzle Dazzle replaced by a new restaurant, which will showcase another world cuisine. We don't have any details yet on what to expect from these restaurants, but we can, of course, speculate, and I'll tell you about our speculations in just a moment. But the important date to look out for Resilient Lady is the 17th of August, 2027. So Resilient Lady will relaunch on the 2nd of September 2027. That sailing for the new Resilient Lady will be an Italy, Spain, and French Riviera sailing on the 2nd of September. This is a 10-night sailing visiting some incredible places around the Mediterranean. So if you want to be on the brand new Resilient Lady when she relaunches in 2027, make sure you head to vvinsider.com and get that reservation placed in now. There was a good news story from Virgin Voyages this week, which highlights the brand's record growth around the world heading into 2026. This includes incredible results from the UK market, where revenues were up 17% year on year. And notably, Caribbean bookings are up 154% from where they were last year. SJ Walker, who is the head of UK sales, has highlighted that Brits in particular are spending more on longer Caribbean voyages and booking much further in advance. Virgin are also seeing a swelling in support from Australia and New Zealand, and also continental Europe, where revenues are up 65% year on year. If you're interested in what this growth means for Virgin Voyages and how they're preparing to capitalize on that for the future, head over to our article on vvinsider.com, where we explain some changes that they've made to their trade appointments. And this leads us on very nicely to an article that we put together, which explains our 5 big predictions for Virgin Voyages by the year 2030. If you follow along to this channel, you know that last week I put together a video explaining what we expect to see by the year 2030 on Virgin Voyages. We know that the growth that we've seen over the past few years means that Virgin Voyages will be looking at expanding their offering over the next few years. So in our article and in our video, we break this down into 5 categories. The first one being dining. How do we expect restaurants and food to look in the next few years? Then we look at entertainment and how that's been evolving and what that means for the future. Then we have a speculative look in what this could mean for destinations and itineraries over the next few years as well. We expect Virgin Voyages to branch out from the markets that they've been accustomed to in the past. Then we look at the impact of technology and AI and how that will shape the voyage of tomorrow. And then finally, the big one. Are we expecting to see an expansion to the fleet or any changes to the ships over the next few years? Well, we break this down and take a look at the industry trends and what this might mean for Virgin Voyages' next few ships. So if you're interested in learning about what we think will happen with Virgin Voyages, head over to vvinsider.com to check out that article, or wait until the end of this and we'll post the link to that video at the end. Now, speaking of things that actually have been announced and are not just speculation, Alaska 2027 itineraries have finally been released, and we know tons of people have been waiting for these exact announcements. So Brilliant Lady is yet to make her debut in Alaska. That will be happening next year. But we know that many sailors have been waiting to see where she will be going in 2027. So notably in 2027, we're looking at longer itineraries to Alaska with both 9 and 12 night options. There are also options to leave from Vancouver or Seattle, depending on your travel preferences as well. This is coupled up with some West Coast repositioning voyages from Vancouver to Los Angeles, and of course the other way around. And this of course sits alongside the Hollywood and Mexico itineraries as well. If you've been looking at these itineraries for 2027, it's worth making sure you get your reservation in quick. There's a few reasons for this. One is that these are really hotly anticipated sailings. So if you're looking for a specific type of cabin, make sure you get yours reserved quickly. You'll also benefit from a 10% discount if you pay in full, not to mention your credit card air miles. But if you're not already aware, VV Insider actually have an exclusive sail forward offer where you can get $400 in sailor loot by booking a voyage in advance. There are some exclusions to this offer, so if you're interested in a 2027 itinerary and you want to know whether you'll get that exclusive sailor loot promotion, do get in touch at vvinsider.com/book and we can double check that for you to make sure you get all the loot and the best offer possible. So to couple up with those announcements for 2027's Alaska sailings, we actually have a better glimpse of what next year's Alaska sailings will look like when it comes to port excursions and shore things. There are some incredible once-in-a-lifetime experiences, including dog sledding, float plane tours, seaplane journeys over majestic fjords, and some incredible excursions looking at some shallow water wildlife as well. This is exactly why Virgin Voyages wanted to head to Alaska, to give sailors this experience of this incredible geography and the incredible wildlife as well. So if you're heading to Alaska next year or in 2027, take a look at our article and have a look at all the potential options you've got when you step foot in Alaska. Thank you so much for following along with this week's Virgin Voyages Insider Update. Your support means absolutely everything, but only 60% of people that watch these videos are subscribed to the channel. Well, it makes your life a lot easier if you want to stay on top of all the latest Virgin Voyages news by hitting subscribe so we show up on your feed. We're coming up to 1 year of helping sailors book their Virgin Voyage experience. And we've been lucky enough to help hundreds of sailors plan their perfect Virgin Voyage and reward them for supporting us as well. If you want to learn more about how we can help plan your perfect Virgin Voyage, but also make sure you get some exclusive perks and offers as well, then do please head over to vvinsider.com/book and join the hundreds of happy sailors that are already using our incredible tools and getting those exclusive perks and loyalty discounts as well. I'll be back next week on this channel with a new Virgin Voyages guide. And if you stay subscribed, you will see a Virgin Voyages news update like this every 2 weeks as well. Thank you so much again for following along. And until next time, happy sailing.